from the Tunnel of Love from the Oasis of Wukuchina. If you thought you've already seen it all, today we're going to show you 10 fantastic places rarely seen. You're a big fan of architecture, and you're not interested in skyscrapers that go through the clouds anymore. It is too familiar. What you want to discover now is the most unusual and surprising buildings. That's why I'm taking you to Guangzhou, a city located in the southeast of China. And it must be said that there is no lack of skyscrapers in this city. But it is not for all that I will make you visit its financial center, which rises more than 530 meters in height. If you are in Guangzhou, it is rather for its building called the Circle, a building that is made of a gigantic ribbon spool. Inaugurated in 2013, it rises more than 138 meters. It houses offices on 33 floors in a series of boxes suspended between two massive wheels, whose central hole is no less than 48 meters in diameter. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how could you have missed this true jewel of modern architecture for all these years? But let me console you, it's not completely your fault. With so many fantastic places popping up all the time, not many people have ever heard of Guangzhou Circle. However, let's look on the bright side. Fortunately, I'm here to help you discover the most surprising and unknown places that exist. As long as you're in China, do you want to stay in a hotel? Very atypical and especially unknown to ordinary tourists. Then, if you are tempted, go to the center of the city of Kaifeng in the province of Hainan. There you will find several historical monuments as well as a number of attractions such as the Yang Warrior Memorial Museum, the Zhangguo Temple, and the Dragon Pavilion. And it is in the middle of all these exceptional sights that you will find your hotel. The Tianzi is an incredible place to stay, as you have never seen. It is an unusual hotel that cannot miss under any circumstances because it is already huge with its 416-meter high, and especially because it is built in the shape of the Chinese deities Fu, Lu, and Shao, the three stars of happiness, prosperity, and longevity. Now you want to see what the rooms of this magnificent hotel look like? Unfortunately, the receptionist informs you that the hotel is full for the whole week. You are very disappointed, but at least now you know this exceptional place. Next time, you will book in advance. With this heat, I bet you're dying for a good swim in the pool, and nothing will make you happier than if this one is both surprising and little known to the general public. It's the only way to enjoy your swim. You think that finding such a place is impossible, but I have more than one trick up my sleeve. I've found the pool of your dreams. This is the Deep Dive in Dubai, the deepest pool in the world, reaching 60 meters. It's filled with over 3 million gallons of water, the equivalent of 6 Olympic-sized pools. At the bottom of the pool, you can discover a whole city underwater, offering several activities to divers. And on top of that, it is a very select place where you will find very few people. I know the pool meets all your criteria you are looking for. Unfortunately, it is not open to the general public. Only a few celebrities, like Will Smith, have had the chance to experience it by invitation. So unless you personally know the Crown Prince of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan, it is not yet possible for the common man, like you and me, to enjoy this fantastic pool. Now you just have to lower your selection criteria and go back to your municipal pool. You still can't get over those Dubaiites and their celebrity pools? If only you could build your own city and you would accept everyone in it. It's a crazy project. You are ready to build a house maybe, but a whole city is too much. And yet no dream is impossible. The proof is in the Yilang Valley, a whole city from the imagination of the artist of former teacher Song Palun. It took him 20 years of hard work to turn his dream of building a whole city into a reality. But he finally created this beautiful place that covers 185,000 square meters and includes castles, lakes, and towers with carved faces to honor and remember the Yilang tribes who inhabited the area nearly 2,000 years ago. And to bring his city to life, Song Palun allows anyone who is willing to put their hand to the task to move in, helping in the construction of his work in perpetual evolution. Now that you know the story of this crazy artist and his city, next time you won't give up so quickly. If you want to build your own city, you can. But in the meantime, at least you are one of the few people in the world who know about this fantastic valley. You see this picture, which seems to be straight out of a fairy tale. I know you little rascals, you dream of taking a romantic walk with your soulmate in such a setting. Problem: you don't know any place like this one in the picture. You even think it's probably a fake photo because the scenery is so sublime. Fortunately, I'm here and I've done some research to find you this wonderful place that only a few lucky people know about. It is the Tunnel of Love in Klevin in Ukraine, a disused industrial railroad on which Mother Nature has taken over the years, transforming this dull railroad into a lush forest. Until very recently, this lover's tunnel was only known by the locals. But thanks to the internet, this corner of paradise is becoming more and more popular with tourists from all over the world. So if you want to enjoy it before the tourists ravage it, hurry up and book a flight to Ukraine to surprise your soulmate with the discovery and experience a unique moment of romance for two before it's too late. Now that you've had your romantic stroll through the tunnel of love and have had your fill of property, nothing will make you happier than the discovery of a place combining mystery, adventure, and adrenaline. As usual, I, your humble servant, am always here to serve you, ladies and gentlemen. Your wish is my command. So here it is, the Haiku Staircase, also known as the Stairway to Heaven, on the island of Oahu, Hawaii. A majestic 3,922-step staircase on the Ko'olau mountain range that was classified as top secret from the time it was built in 1942 until the 1970s, because it leads to the top of a mountain where there are former U.S. Navy radio communication facilities that transmitted signals so strong they could reach all the Navy ships that were operating in the Pacific. So much for the mysterious side of this destination. As for the adventure and adrenaline, I challenge you to climb the 3,922 steps of this stairway to paradise without being blown away by the postcard-like scenery and without getting an adrenaline rush from the long, technical, and very strenuous route. Nevertheless, you can't take up this challenge, not because you were unable to do so, but rather because the government has forbidden access to it due to several accidents. But on the other hand, the city of Honolulu plans to transform this trail into a paying and safe attraction for hikers. We will talk about this challenge when the time comes. If you think that Peru is only Machu Picchu and other Inca archaeological sites, think again, because this magnificent country hides real natural treasures, little known to the world. If you are looking to visit true corners of paradise on Earth, I strongly recommend you go to the southwest of Peru, more exactly to the province of Ica. It is in this region that you will find one of the most magnificent places, which is, however, known only to the initiates of the journey. It is about the Oasis of Wukuchina. Wukuchina being a small town of 96 permanent inhabitants built on the golden sand dunes surrounding this natural desert lake. This tiny piece of paradise will undoubtedly offer you an unforgettable stay, since you can try sandboarding and admire one of the most beautiful sunsets in the world while bathing in the water and mud of the lake, known for its therapeutic benefits against arthritis, rheumatism, asthma, and bronchitis. However, like all hidden treasures, the Oasis of Wukuchina is not hidden for long. So if you are interested in visiting this magical place, you must act quickly before it loses all its authenticity and simplicity due to excessive tourism. If you define yourself as a true Epicurean, nothing will please you more than to share a refined meal, as a couple or with friends, in one of the most unique and idyllic restaurants in the world. And that's why I found a place that's tailor-made for you, in the Maldives Conrad Island. It's the Itha Undersea Restaurant, the world-famous underwater restaurant that sits 5 meters below the ocean's surface and offers a 180-degree panoramic view of the Coral Garden, while offering star-studded menus with a premium wine selection. While you may have a taste for good things, you certainly didn't know about this fantastic restaurant. But now that's another story. I'm sure you can't wait to try this underwater culinary experience. But I must warn you, the prices of this restaurant, like anything else in the Maldives, are not cheap. However, while waiting to save up to be able to afford a vacation in the Maldives with a meal in the Itha Undersea Restaurant, you can enjoy watching the beautiful videos and photos of this exceptional place, available on the internet. Now that you've been sunbathing on the white sands and in front of the turquoise waters of the Maldives, how about a 360-degree change of scenery? If you agree, I will take you now to the Arctic, but please, no prejudices. I know this region of the world is not the most popular with tourists, and it evokes for most of you cold and austere landscapes. However, it also hides some real surprises, both fantastic and pleasant, like the place that I'm going to make you discover, the Kaksototen Hotel in Lapland, Finland. Far from the gloomy image of snow and cold, this hotel offers sublime transparent glass igloos as part of its stay, perfect for observing the northern lights, typical of the North Pole. I think this beautiful hotel has changed your mind about the Arctic. However, if you are used to sleeping in little clothes, this destination is not for you, because even though the igloos are heated, you still need to plan to sleep in a sleeping bag, wearing thermal underwear with sock and a woolen hood. It must be said that spending vacations at -40 Celsius is not everyone's cup of tea. If the Maldives are too expensive for you and the cold of the Arctic discourages you, you must surely be looking for a destination between the two, but that is not less spectacular for all that. And once again, I have a proposal for you. This time, you will travel to India to finally find the right shoes for you, more exactly in the region of Odisha. It is there that you can enjoy a picnic day or a camping stay, while having a breathtaking view of the Sapwo Dam, whose structure represents a snake walking through the lush forest, which borders the lake. This fantastic place is not well known because it was forbidden to visitors for a long time before opening its doors recently to the public seeking to spend quality time in a setting of picturesque beauty. It seems to me that with the Sapwo Dam, I have found you a perfect destination that suits your pocket and your taste. But now you are saying to yourself that India is much too far. Well, you know in life you can't have everything. That was 10 fantastic places rarely seen. Tell us in the comments which one surprised you the most. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive all the notifications and not miss anything of our next content.